Welcome back, everyone. It's a Tier 9 game on Himmelsdorf in Encounter Mode, and oh my E-50 has pulled some pretty impressive matchmaking right here. So, I'm one of only 2 Tier 9s on my team. Then there's a whole slew of Tier 8s and a single Tier 7 Scout. The other team also has 2 Tier 9s, a pair of Tier 9 heavy tanks, and a plethora of Tier 8s, 2 Tier 7 heavy tanks of all things, and a single Tier 7 Scout. So, things are already a little bit stronger for my team in terms of tiers. However, they have 2 top-tier heavy tanks. My team has 2 top-tier medium tanks. So in theory, we're a little bit potentially out-pressured up here on the top, because the M103 you can see coming right up over there, and the T10 should be able to trash pretty much every single heavy tank on my team without too much trouble. The only tanks I have trouble with is, well, my E-50, because it can kind of mimic a heavy tank. But I started all the way down the bottom, so it's taking me a little while to climb up to the top here. Nearly a full minute, as a matter of fact, before I can get engaged to help my team fight them off. Here we go, E-50 rolling up into attack position. And here we're just going to take on some heavy tank tactics. Side scraping, angling, and generally just trying to put holes into vulnerable bits of enemy tanks. Look at how many tanks are up here. This is a huge tank brawl up here. Oh, Tier 9 heavy tank, don't mind if I do. And it's just all about just keeping the gun firing, keeping the armor angled to try and protect myself. Keep an eye out, make sure I'm not being flanked to the left. The rain is actually leading a charge over there. Awesome. Well, I'm trying just as much as I can. Now, my team is actually getting a bit in the way here. Their eagerness to engage. I can't really say I blame them. But that means I have to unangle, and I'm taking a shot to my front left side there, where it's not strong enough to just block 120mm shells. So I don't really want to do that again. There's only someone go out there side on, just makes me unhappy. Shoot at IS-3, hit him in the very thickest part of his frontal armor, unsurprisingly bounced even the impressive gun on the E-50 off of that. Now my gun's about to load. Trying not to shoot my allies, that would be unpleasant. And that's better. There we go. Another one in the IS-3. Lorraine apparently says, he's had enough of this. He's gloated. He's going for some kicking. Finish off the IS-3. Lorraine's getting the snot beat out of it, as he probably should have expected when he charged around like this. But he appears he gets his clip off. T10 has enough armor that if I'm not careful where I aim, I will probably just bounce off. But that's okay. Try again, and it goes under him. Great. But now it's looking pretty bad for the team up here. They're just down a couple tanks. Still a whole bunch of us up here just mobbing in on these guys. Finally start doing some real damage to the T10. And he's sitting there. He's just hit someone else and now realizes, I don't know if I'll be right time. The answer is, probably not. Sweet. Well, E-50 has been having pretty good so far. I've done 3,300 damage, and hey, there's a T-34 sneaking up behind my team. That looks like a great next victim. So, E-50. Well, one of the things it got going for it is that when it's going uphill, it's very slow. When it's gone any other surface, this tank is fast. This tank is hella fast. Look out, T-34. Here I come.
Permission to engage.
I have no idea how that bounced, but it was just a really bad angle. So now, of course, I got this problem with a 120mm gun coming around to shoot at my side. Oh well, this is going to hurt a little bit, but I can take it. I got my ammo rack? Okay. Well, my gun's going to reload first. Yep. Go ahead, try and get your front to me. It's not going to matter. I'm faster. You're dead. Well, another team is capping with their last couple of tanks. E-50 to the rescue! Look at how fast this tank goes. On the downhill, gave me a nice little boost, and now I'm up to almost 60 kilometers an hour on hard, flat surfaces. Oh, one of the things that makes it really about this tank is because it's so fast, it's also very, very heavy for a medium tank, weighing close to 60 tons. That actually means it weighs as much as some heavy tanks in the game. And, well, the only thing left over there are Tier 8 mediums. Oh, that's a full health. Well, it was a full T-54 mod 1. He's almost full health now. Let's see what happens with an E-50. Yep, that was most of your health, buddy. Yeah, go ahead, shoot me. Not gonna matter. Bink! Oh, you're dead. Oh, okay, well, nice little round road. There you go, object. Hey, stop shooting my IS-3, buddy. Oh well, you're surrounded. There's a Tier 9 medium coming for your butt. You're doomed. Bounce around off him, get him to bounce around off me. He's fully surrounded now. There really is nothing you can do. Not going to let him steal the kill, so much like to ram kill him. We'll shoot him to death instead. That was a fast-moving rampage of a match for the E-50. Let's go take a look at the post-game stats of that one. Alright, here's the post-game stats for that match you just watched. As you can see, absolute crazy, pedal to the metal game for the E-50, where it just sort of burned through the other team. Admittedly, was a little bit favorable to me, only one of 2 tier 9s on my team, but I did end up having to take on both the enemy tier 9 tanks, put 2 damaging shots to each of the M103 and the T10, along with a plethora of tier 8 heavy and medium tanks, and even one unfortunate KV3 who was just unlucky enough to find himself in my line of fire at one point. But the E-50 got to show off that when the situation calls for it, it can actually mimic a heavy tank pretty effectively, though you do have to be a little more careful while angling your armor than other true heavy tanks. Take a look at the team stats to get to see just how stomping that match was for the E-50 with 5,000 damage done, 3 kills gotten, and 1,285 base experience. Easily putting pretty much any other member of my team and every member of the other team in the dust in terms of damage inflicted. E-50 just found himself in all kinds of excellent situations for the tank with its good armor, excellent firepower, and even downright reasonable DPM and very excellent accurate gun. So, quick look at the post-game stats right here. 19 shots fired, all 19 hit, talking about that accuracy. The only 14 penetrated, and that was just partly because there were a lot of snapshots going on in a close-range brawl like that. Don't always feel like sitting there for the full almost 2 seconds it takes for the E-50 to get its gun properly aimed, so a lot of times I was just relying on the sheer penetration of the round to help punch through the armor of my opponents, and hey, it more often than not seemed to work out pretty well. It did take some hits. I think that both of them might have actually, one was from an M103 and one was from something else. I don't remember quite what it was, but you probably saw it happen during the replay. But I still managed to bounce a lot more shots than I took, bouncing 4 as opposed to the 2 that actually punched through the armor. Managed to travel 2 kilometers, which for such a small map is not actually too bad distance. Made a good profit with 43,000 credits and a grand total, because that was luckily my triple during a special event on during Thanksgiving weekend, for 5,784 base XP and 288 free XP. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed watching that match. Good game, and good night.